Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Birjees. Um, as you know, I've been trying to create one video a week. It's been difficult simply because I don't have my own painting space. So for me, it's a bit of a challenge having to go somewhere and paint. So it is a bit of an annoyance, as they say. So in today's video, because I don't feel like painting, I thought rather than paint, I could show you some of my watercolor supplies, mainly the palettes I've collected over the years, and some of the brushes that I have. I thought it might be interesting for you to see. I mean, a lot of them I don't use. Some of them I've used, and things have been removed, like the tubes have been used up, so you might find the palettes are empty. But I've kept the boxes simply because they're so pretty. But I have built up a collection, a small collection. I'm not a hoarder, a small collection. And I haven't really bought a lot of them. A lot of them were given to me as gifts. So why don't we have a look at my collection? And if you stay till the end, I'll show you something really special that was given to me as a gift by a very dear friend of ours, my family. It's absolutely stunning. And if you stay till the end, you'll see that. So without further ado, let's have a look at some of my art supplies. So the first one I want to show you is this Cotman box from the Rowney range. It is, I think, vintage because I cannot find it on the internet. It's from their Cotman range. I can just zoom in a bit more for you so you can have a better look. Yeah, from the Cotman range. It's compact. It has a thumb ring there in the back. I bought this in 1994. Yes, when I first started painting, and I really needed to, start using proper paints. So I bought this in a local art shop near Tottenham Court Road where I worked, and if you open it up, I mean, I have used it a bit, as you can see, and it's got this own little, I don't know, color thing. I don't know what that is actually. It's not even, it's made on, it looks like it's printed on sort of tracing paper. It's got these half pans, 12 half pans, and a removable lid, and it comes with a brush, which I have tried to use a couple of times, but it's too small to do anything serious with. One thing I did find with this paint box is that the colors just don't activate so quickly. You can spray them. I have sprayed them several times before using them, and they don't activate so quickly. And the worst offenders are light red and burnt sienna. It's very, very difficult. You could scrub away, and nothing seems to come off the pans, and you end up with really watery paint. But it's a nice little box. You can remove the lid to wash it if you like. So it's not bad for a beginner. It's a half pan. I don't like pans, to be honest with you. I used to like them, and they're good for some things, but for what I'm doing now, pans are not really helpful. But it's quite cute, as you can see. It's really cute. The pans are liftable. You can take them out, as you can see there, and replace them if you like. So that's my first one that I want to show you. So the next one I want to show you is this watercolor box from Rowney. I didn't actually buy this. It was a gift given to me when I was leaving this company that I used to work in in the UK, called the Copyright Licensing Agency. And when I was leaving, they gave me all this gift along with a few other things. This is a much larger box. It's really quite sturdy, and it's from their Georgian range. These are not pans, but tubes, and I haven't really used much of it, as you can see. I mean, I've used a bit of this white, and I can't remember what this color was. I think it might have been ultramarine blue, which I've used as well. And it comes with a 2B pencil. There we got a 2B pencil here, and another brush, which I haven't used, and the cover is still on there, as you can see. And this is back in 1995 that I've been using it since I had it. Again, the lid is removable, as you can see, and you can wash it off. But this is a nice little box actually, and it's quite sturdy. I love the color, but you will find that this is no longer available on the market, not this particular design. I think they discontinued it and maybe replaced it with something else. I did try looking it up on the internet and I simply cannot find it, not even on eBay. So this might be a vintage. In fact, this too might be a vintage because I haven't been able to find this on the internet either. I think that they discontinued it, maybe replaced it with tin boxes or something. So again, two vintage items that I now have, and both very, very precious to me. Okay, the next one is from the Pelikan range. I know, you know, people think the Pelikan, oh, it's a kiddies brand, it's a terrible brand, but you know, to be honest with you, I think Pelikan does do a very good watercolor range, especially their transparent. Now, I don't know whether this is still available. I got this in 1996 and I ordered it when I saw it advertised in the Leisure Painter back in the day when there wasn't any online shopping, and I think it's really amazing. I mean, you think it's not, and the box does look rather childish. It's bulky and childish, but it is really, really nice. Now, if you just open it up, this is the first tray, and that's the second tray. So you've got 24 full pans, but these full pans are not really full pans, they're two full pans. So you find that you get double the amount for your money. The colors are absolutely amazing. They lift off so easily. All you have to do is take the brush, have a damper brush, and just let it sit in there for a few minutes, and it sort of activates. It comes with a brush. Now this brush, I'm not going to open it because I put a straw on it to protect it, but it's a sable brush, which I don't use. It's a bit small. It's too small to do anything with, but the colors are very, very saturated. They are so intense, and I particularly like their burnt sienna, which is absolutely amazing, and their Payne's grey, which is nearly finished, and I put it in this little container here. I don't know whether you can see that, but it's in a little sort of a pan that I managed to get hold of, and I put the leftover Payne's grey in there, but the colors are really, really nice. The ultramarine is absolutely amazing. I have replaced some of them, as you can see, the colors, some of them have been replaced, but the colors are absolutely amazing. Now this box, I think, in fact I know for a fact, is no longer available on the market, and I don't even think you can get replacement pans, which I think is a bit of a shame because I'd love to be able to replace the Payne's grey. I'd love to be able to, but it's no longer available on the market. So and I've looked it up. You can actually see it on eBay. Somebody's selling it off. So yeah, I think it's absolutely amazing, and don't knock it because it is pretty good. And some of my paintings that I've done have been done using this. Now this color here, and I think it's called green oxide of chromium. This one, when mixed with burnt sienna, gives a wonderful, wonderful color, and this color is similar in appearance to deep green, the stateless deep green, and the normal hooker's green that you find. So there we are. I think it's wonderful, and I use it all the time now. I use it all the time. As you can see, the wells are sort of getting empty, but it's the best. But it doesn't have a removable lid, but that doesn't matter because what I do is I just take a damp tissue and wipe it now, if I want to. Sometimes I don't even do that because sometimes I find that any colors I've got remaining on the palette I might be able to use again for something else. So that's the Pelikan transparent range. This is the transparent range. But guess what? They have an opaque range, and I'll show you that in a minute too. Okay, this is the Pelikan opaque set. It's for children, and I know it is. This was given to me by a work colleague in Dubai back in 1996. He had it on his desk, and I remarked on it, and he said, "Oh, take it, have it." So, I didn't use it. I mean, a lot of the time you can have a look at it, and you can see it's not been used. Let's see. You see, it's barely been touched. It's barely been touched because it is more for children, and the colors are very odd. They're very, very odd. Like the burnt sienna, this one here. It says it's labeled burnt sienna, but it's nothing like burnt sienna. It's completely different from the Pelikan transparent range. This is a weird sort of brown. I don't know what kind of brown it is. Even the greens are a little bit stark and really, really bluey greens. This is the only color that's the olive green that I've used a little bit, but it's not really, I don't really do watercolor paintings with this, although I have found that some of their greens are so opaque, they're almost like gouache, and they show up on black paper. So it might be used as a double as a gouache box, really. So yeah, so this is it. And the catch sort of fell off. It broke. The catch is here, and it broke. So I put Velcro, just so it shuts like that. Just so it shuts like that there. Now the best part, and I haven't got the colors here, is, and I've removed them, is a gold and silver. The gold and silver are these are the best paints in the box, actually, in the entire box. The gold and silver are the best part, because they are so intense and so gold and so silver that they are absolutely amazing. And I've also found that when you mix the gold and the silver, especially the silver, with any of the other colors, you get shimmery colors. These are shimmery colors as well. So yeah, I don't use this very much, as you can see, but I have started. I'm going to use it a bit more, because if I want to get into gouache, I think this might actually be the box to use. In fact, I have a video coming out where I'm going to paint an entire picture using the Hussain brush and these paints, and I'm going to be using the mini Hussain brush, so the brush will actually fit into these pans to lift off color. So I will have a video coming out of that at some point in the future, so do look out for that one. Now this one here is from the Camel range, and it's not a very well-known range in certain parts of the world. I didn't know it existed until about 3 years ago, and I bought this not because I really needed it, but because I thought the box was pretty and it's made of tin, so that's why I bought it. And it's their 18 shades. The shades aren't bad, actually. I mean, the colors are pretty good. I mean, I've got a chart in here, and they're not bad. They're in this plastic container, so they're not removable pans. They are half pans, but not removable, and their brush is really, really cool. It's one of the best brushes, actually. It is a nylon brush, but it does hold enough water, and it is rather small, so I haven't really used it very much, but I've tried sort of doing the color chart with it, and the colors are good, and these colors do lift off very easily. The lid doubles as a mixing pan. It's just got 3 wells, shallow ones. They've been divided up here, as you can see there. So yeah, I mean, I like this. And one more thing you should know is that a lot of people on YouTube are saying that the Camel paints have this really horrendous smell, but let me assure you that the box I have has no smell at all. I wouldn't even know it's there when I left the box open, so there's no smell at all. And maybe it's a different a batch that people have bought and have found that this smell is there, but with this one, certainly there's no smell at all. But I do like this box, but once it runs out, it could use it for something else, really, the tin. But it's a pretty little tin, and that's why I got it. Now another one that I got because I liked the box is this box from the Montmartre watercolor range. There we are. It just comes off with the sleeve. You can remove the sleeve. I bought it because it's so cute, and it's got this little thumb ring which I don't use, but it was a really cute little box, and when you open it up, it's even cuter. So what we've got here is their own little color chart. So, and it's on plastic, so you can wipe it off very easily. I made my own there, and the colors are not sort of a real rendition of what's actually on here. The lid, it has a lid which doesn't close properly, but it doesn't open flat out. It has a water brush here which I removed because the water brush has a bit of an issue. I have to try and find some way of fixing it, and I put these little things in myself. The pans are not even half pans, they look like quarter pans, and but they are odd colors. I mean, odd in the sense that they're not odd names. It's just that they're not what you'd think they were. For example, the burnt sienna is nothing like burnt sienna. It's really weird. And you've got the Payne's grey in there, which is also not very saturated. So it's very, very light grey. And if you really want intense grey for a sky or something, or to darken something, you're going to have, it's a lot of trouble trying to lift the paint off. They do activate. The funny thing is they do activate well, but they're not very well saturated. Now, I did a review of this on my YouTube channel, and I'll put a link to that video in the description box below. And in that video, I do a full review of this, including the water brush, of this chart, and a sample painting. So I'll put a link to that, so have a look and let me know what you think of this. Now, it's a nice little box, it's pretty, and it's nice and compact, and again, like, you can carry it in your box, in your handbag or something, or your pocket, if you've got a pocket big enough like this one. Everybody has. So that's why I bought this one. So let's look at the next one. Now, Camel also do paints in a tin. There we go, there it is. And I bought this because I'm going into hake painting with a hake brush. You really need paints in tubes rather than pans. And I know the big brands like Rowney and Winsor and Newton and all the others are fairly expensive. So I thought, why not get paints that are not so expensive? And this is one of those paints that is not so expensive. And this I got recently, and it contains 18 shades, 18 tubes, and each one is the normal standard size. And I haven't really used it, as you can see. So although the raw umber is a bit weird, it looks greeny, which is a bit odd. I don't know why that is. I'll have to find out soon. And the sap green looks almost like the raw umber as well. But if the pans are good, I'm assuming that the tubes will be good as well. But I haven't used it very much, as you can see. I did squeeze out a bit of the raw sienna, a little bit of it for some painting. But yeah, let's see. I mean, I don't know what it's like. I haven't used it, so we're going to find out soon, aren't we? Now, the next one I want to show you is this watercolor set from the company called Staedtler. It's from their Design Journey range, and it contains 24 pans. Now, don't knock it at all, because I think that Staedtler tubes of paints are underrated. They have some lovely colors, and I'm going to show you the box. Let's open it up. Let's try and get it open it up. There it is. It hasn't been opened. Well, actually I have. I was trying to look at this white here, but as you can see, let's open it up. So let's open it up. As you can see, I haven't used it at all. It's got some really nice colors, and the reason I tell you that you shouldn't really underrate it is because the colors are really, really nicely saturated. They are really, really lovely, especially the deep green. Deep green is absolutely amazing if you mix it with their burnt sienna, which is also absolutely shockingly good. I was so surprised. Their colors are really, really nice. I don't know whether they do pans, but these tubes are so good. And the other thing is that I got them on less than half price at a local supermarket in Dubai. I bought one, and then I went back the next day thinking, oh, I should get another one just in case, because it was less than half price. And I bought another one, so I have two of these. So that really helps with me with the hake brush painting. And you'd be surprised that after I had bought this set, the next day the price more than doubled. So there you go. So it was a good buy from me, and I'm really happy with it. And these colors are absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. Now, this is nothing to do with paints, but I do want to show you this brush roll that I made. Now I can't take credit for it, of course. This is a sushi roll that I picked up in Daiso, and what I've done is I've used it as a paintbrush holder, and I found these rubber elastic band type of things, and I threaded it through the holes here, as you can see, and was able to put the brushes in there, so it's pretty good. And I found some handles, rope handles that you find in carrier bags, gift bags rather, and it's very sturdy. Look, the brushes just don't come out, they don't fall out. So it's a nice way to keep my brushes safe. And I've got various brushes here, and this is not about brushes, but I just wanted to show you this, and because I'm so happy with it. It's so pretty, and it keeps the brushes safe, so you can just roll it up like this, just roll it up and then tie the bands, and it's really secure. The brushes never slip out. The reason I did this, to be honest, is because I'm a sort of a mobile artist, mobile YouTuber. I don't have a desk space or floor space or a room in which I can paint, so I have to always find somewhere outside my home to paint. It's always difficult. Even making this video was a bit of a problem because it's not my space. But so in order to keep my brushes secure, I put in this sushi roll. So it's pretty neat, huh? Pretty neat. And now for my 2 surprises. Here's the first one. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, drum roll. There you go. There. Move this back so you can see it better. This is a box that I won. Let me just move this up so you can see it better. You can see it better. It's a box of not watercolor, but pastel. I won it at an exhibition at an education show back in 1995, and they were holding an on stand competition where you should draw something, anything on that particular day using the pencils they had on display, these are pastel pencils, by the way. You can have a look, pastel pencils, and the best drawing of the day would win a box of this. This is a box of 90 pastel pencils. So what happens is that you can remove this, and you can remove this one. So there we are. We have 90 pastel pencils. 90 pastel pencils. And it's actually vintage, I think, because I haven't been able to find this online anywhere, not even on eBay. They do apparently a 72 box, a tin of 72, but it's a tin, not like this box, and it's quite heavy actually. It's made of rosewood and it's really heavy. It's got a latch here, as you can see, a latch there. And at the time, it retailed for around £90, which is around 500 dirhams, and which is roughly equivalent to $115 US dollars. So I'm not a pastel painter, so most of these pencils haven't been used. Look, they're still the same, exactly. Look, let me just try and take one out. Oops. They haven't even been used. I don't know what to do with them, to be honest with you, but they're nice to have. And they've been put away in a cupboard for such a long time. Like I say, I don't have anywhere to put these stuff, so they're all stuck in a cupboard somewhere, and I just took them out for this video just to show you. But it's really quite nice, and it's pretty heavy. Look, it's such a beautiful design. Such a beautiful design. And now the next one. So another drum roll, please. Ta-da! Now this is the pièce de résistance. This was actually given to me as a gift by a good family friend, a dear family friend, and it's the Winsor & Newton push-out box. Now it's got a latch. Look, it's got a beautiful handle there, so you can carry it around like this, and these latches that you can open up. There we go, like that. And let's open it up. So it's got a lid here, and it came with a watercolor pad, which is finished now. And right here, now these used to be tubes of paint, so squeezed the tubes of paint out into these little, I would say sort of not homemade pans, but they're makeshift pans I found in the supermarket. And it's got this porcelain mixing palette, and it came with 2 brushes, and the brushes have been put away somewhere because I used them quite a bit, and a 2B pencil, and 2 brushes here. Yeah. Now the other thing I've found, what I did with this was, in order to be able to, because the lid opens flat like this, I found that, you know, if I don't have the space, it's going to take up space. So what I did was I put a couple of hooks there, as you can see, one here and one there, and I really screwed them in very carefully, hoping I didn't split the box. So what I can do is, I have this chain here that I got from the plumbing department, and I attach it to one loop and then the other loop, like that, or even sort of like this, so you get a better angle. And then I can just stick my board on there. Let's assume that this is my board. I don't have my board, and I'll stick it on there like this, but I usually have a pin that will keep it in place, and it does actually work. It completely stays in place because it sort of loops into this here, so it goes right into this groove here, the paper, and stays put. So it works for me anyway. I think it's a beautiful little box, but I don't use it very much, as I say, because I'm sort of out and about, and the last thing I want is for it to get broken or something lost, especially this is glass, this porcelain, so that's why I don't want. And again, I haven't used this, and it sits in a cupboard unused, simply because I don't have the space, floor space, desk space, no space to paint at all. So yeah, so this is the range of materials that I have. As you can see, I hope you can see that I'm not a hoarder. I don't hoard material, so I've got all of these that, they're not that many, are they? I mean, I've just managed to sort of get a few things, and the only reason I have these paints is because I'm doing the Harke brush painting, but the rest of it is just, you know, things I've got, but it's not that much. A lot of artists will be able to get a lot more material, will have a lot more material, but it's not that much. So I do hope that you enjoyed my video, and if you did, do consider giving it a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Tell me which set you like. What do you think of this? And what do you think of that? Have you found it? Have you tried finding it on the internet? Have you found it? I haven't been able to. This, of course, you will find maybe different versions, but this and this and this, if you find it, I'd be very interested to know where and how much it costs. So do consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching. Now, what do I do now? I pack everything away and take it home and put it away in their little bags again for my next painting session, which is my life, really. I think I ought to do a video about how much trouble I have painting my videos. Recording my videos is very hard. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and do tune in next time, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.